I know that candy bars are a major part of your life. I think we made that abundantly clear over the past several months. So, Snickers to be exact. So, let's just say, based on the numbers that you gave me, you were attempting to try and limit it to one a day. It had ended up growing to two a day this past the prior week. So that's two candy bars a day. So that would be a high figure. So let's use that just to use an exaggerated number. So two a day. How long does it take to eat two Snickers bars?
I try to extend that out as long as I can.
Like,
But
what would you
what
give
I
an
observe,
average? Give me a
oh no, but if I observe, when I observe what I've been doing,
uh-huh.
it's like one bite leads to the next, leads to the next.
Uh-huh. Right,
So like
right.
like it's like I told you a couple weeks ago, like I'll go in with the intention of just having one, but if the other one's in my drawer, it gets gone. And that's where we started with the strategy of just take one to the office every day, right? And
Mhm.
that type of strategy is, I'm certain, a positive strategy for me, limiting
Yeah.
what's available easily, limiting that, something that is like I know is not going to cause harm. That's what is like a necessity, because if I don't, then one leads to another, leads to whatever, and like it becomes, I don't know, I don't even think I have to be under stress at that time. It's just, I don't know if it's a habit, I don't know what it is, or if it's addicting properties of the food or what the deal is, but like it's like I'll just do until it's gone, and so that's something I have to take control of, and I can take control of. I can limit the amount I take. That's great.
You were saying about the the what it is in the food and the candy bars and the food that you gravitate towards it that have some sort of addictive property. Yes, it definitely does. The flavor and the sugar, very, very, very addictive. So I look at what works for other addictions. So we know full well that an alcoholic who uses alcohol to numb, in order for them to no longer be an alcoholic and no longer use alcohol to numb, they can't limit themselves to one or two drinks, because what will happen is if they're consuming one or two drinks during good days, because good days maybe not so difficult, during the bad days, since the alcohol is there and it's part of their lifestyle, they will just binge, and it just get completely out of control. The moment something goes south in their life, the alcohol then takes over, because it's part of their life. It's part of their normal routine. And they're able to control it when things are great. Some of them, and hardcore alcoholics, every day would be a struggle. If they tried to keep alcohol as part of their daily life, it would just be insurmountable. They wouldn't be able to achieve that goal. Others can moderate it at certain times, other times impossible. So they really want to remove that as a coping mechanism. They stop drinking. Drug addicts, same thing. Use a drug. Try to use a little bit of a drug every day. It's not going to work. You're inevitably going to ramp up because you want to feel better. And if a little works at a certain level, a lot works a lot better. So you just end up right back where you were before, and then some. So getting off them completely is the only thing that works. Obviously, food addiction's a bit different. Um, you don't need to completely eliminate foods from your diet forever. But what I want to know from you is, you have the candy bar. It takes you very short amount of time to eat that Snickers bar. You bring one with you. You don't have any more. You have that, just that one. You eat that Snickers bar. Then what? Like, at that point in time when you have that Snickers bar, do you want to continue to have the option of having that as part of the diet? Because A, I just enjoy that Snickers bar so much that sliver of time within the day that I get to have that is just, it doesn't compare to anything else. And I just need to look forward to that. I need to have that to look forward to get me through the first part of my day? Or is it, I don't I don't want to give up something that has been part of my life for so long. Like I want to be able to keep certain things in my diet that I like just because I feel as if I'm controlling my diet in that way. In other words, I'm the one, the arbiter of determining what goes into my diet, what doesn't go into my diet. And if I gave up candy bars, it would feel like I'm giving up control in some way. Like it's some of the control that I like to exhibit over my life is being relinquished as a result of having to quote give this up, push it away. Or is it something that you derive so much pleasure from, looking forward to, and then during the moment that you're eating it, that you couldn't conceive not having that as part of your day, that if you eliminated that, you feel as if mentally that you would be at a level that would be difficult for you to cope with things you normally have to do throughout the day?
That's a great question. I mean, there's probably elements of both, to be honest with you. Um, you know, I feel like it's more of the latter where I really look forward to it, and then like when it's over, it's almost like a disappointment that it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like I'll go in and, I told you like the one and 2 bars, right? It's like 2 bars and one. So I'll go into it thinking, let's just have one in the morning and one in the afternoon, you know, and then I get to keep that second half for the afternoon. And, that might have happened a few times, but, you know, more often than not, I end up taking the second one right after the first one. And it's like, that is not, I know now how unhealthy, but I'm not savoring, like, we had talked about before. I'm not enjoying just for the sake of enjoying. I'm literally just feeding a stupid habit. And, if you ask me in a rational state of mind, like, do I need this? Do I really need this? The answer should be no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be able to tell you, like, I can live my life without a damn candy bar, right? Like, that should be the easiest answer ever. And if I hear that and I feel it even, yesterday I did it. Like, I really challenged myself to do it and it happened. I did go into it knowing like, okay, this is like, there's something I can, I can turn it on for a short period of time. I can do crazy things, right? You've seen evidence of that. So like, I can go into a Thursday all day knowing the Friday weigh-in coming. That's motivational. And like, I can suck it up for a day. I can go 0 carbs, like lockdown. I can drop it for a day. I don't need it. Right. And then, Saturday, Sunday rolls around and I'm 4 or 5 days out when I weigh in. I'm like, let's live life a little bit. And, obviously that can do a lot of damage, and it did. I don't think that, I definitely don't want to use it the way I used it this week. I'd love in a perfect world to just enjoy it when the time is appropriate, and like I go back. I mean, like, I think the holidays served a good purpose because I was able to balance it out, right? And it wasn't out of control. I made wise decisions and enjoyed myself thoroughly. And like, it was all under some control, I don't want to use control as a bad word. I want to use it as a good word. Like, I had managed my situation very well and didn't feel like I missed out on anything at that special time of year. So, if I translate that to the regular rest of the year, there's going to always be some special occasion that comes up, right? You're going to go to somebody's birthday party, or there's going to be a special dinner you're invited to, or whatever it is. There's always going to be something. And, you're going to work I don't need to celebrate going to work every day and have a Snickers bar probably, I need to not indulge on a regular level like that. And I'm just thinking out loud and talking out loud doesn't mean it's all set into my heart yet. I'm just telling you, I know.
Right. Oh no, I know that. I know that.
Cognitively, I understand right now more than I ever have that, like, that really, like you say, the alcoholic doesn't need to touch another drop, right? I'm probably.
What will happen?
Yeah, go ahead.
What will happen? You said it. You said it yourself, and that was the follow up. You said it. You said it before I said it, which was, I had that candy bar, and then I'm like, it's over. Like, I want another one. And what ends up happening is when something is being used to cope with life, when it's when I'm leaning on that to make me feel better because of the circumstances that I'm in, a coping mechanism, I will want that to never end. So the alcohol that has the one drink that's an alcoholic will not, once they have that drink, feel like I'm great. Like that's it. That's all I need. No, they will feel a strong, unbelievable yearning to have more. Yeah. I mean, that wouldn't be there if they had none. It wouldn't be at that level if they had none. But because they had some, they got a taste of what it's like. And they're like, I felt what it was like for that to take over for
unreal
that moment. So I wanted more of it. I want more of it. So the one drink leads to two, leads to three, leads to a whole bottle. And the same with drugs, and the same with anything, with gambling, same deal. It just, it has a life of its own once you let it in. Once it's there, the reason why I avoid having special types of meals outside of special occasions, which when we get together, it's a special occasion too. And it's not only because I know what makes you happy. It makes me happy too. When we have special occasions, Christmas, New Year's, birthdays, I'm ready to, I'll have my meal. I'll have a great time. I'll have fun doing it. That's a celebration. So that's the term you use, celebration. And you said, when I go to work, I don't really need to celebrate. You're not. Like when you go to work and you eat the candy bar, you're not celebrating, you're coping. There's a huge difference between the two. If I have celebration food with my friends or with my family, we're celebrating together. We're having a great time. It's just part of the festivities. It's just part of the moment that we're all enjoying together as a group. When you're eating by yourself at work, a candy bar, you're not celebrating anything. You're not celebrating with anyone. You're trying to cope with the circumstances that surround you. So it's using it in a totally different way. This is the reason why I, on a regular basis, have my diet that I follow on a day-to-day basis. And then on the special occasions, I do whatever I'm surrounded by, I take part in that. And I don't feel guilty over it because I know the majority of the time I'm eating in a productive way. So the times when I'm ready to celebrate, I celebrate, but I don't use the food for coping.